Hey guys, it's Cody and you're on channel Cody Tarot. So first of all, a warm welcome to all the new subscribers that just signed up. I don't know if that, it's not called signing up. It's who subscribed to the channel. Today's reading is going to be a love reading. And I thought about this today and I thought about, well, when we're with our future spouse in the future, it's going to be important to recognize and know when looking for them, what are the things they're going to love about us and what are the things they're going to love about you. So what we're going to do is pull a couple cards to figure out what your spouse loves about you and what you love about them. Now, the interesting way I do these readings, particularly with two people involved, where I'm reading for two people, you could be one side or the other. So when we pull up the different columns of cards, or I might do rows, when we pull up the different rows of cards, it's important to know that you could be person A or person B. So I'm going to read both as if there's different characters and you'll know which one you are and which one your partner is because of the differences. All right, with that said, let's get on with the reading. I have necklaces for you today. So I have this Sunset Sodalite necklace as our first necklace to choose from. Then I have this red Jasper necklace. Then I have this Citrine necklace. And then last I have this moss agate necklace. So whichever crystal or necklace you're drawn to the most, that's going to be your pile. When I pick the cards, I tend to go with my first instinct, but there is no wrong way to pick. Everyone has their own way, everyone has their own method. Sometimes taking a couple deep breaths helps beforehand. But with that, I'm going to give you a pause so you can pick your crystal, and then after that, we'll get on with the reading. All right, and with that, we're going to get on the reading with the Sunset Sodalite Group 1. Hello guys, this is Group 1. This is if you pick the Sunset Sodalite. So we're going to pull you a couple Animal Oracle cards. And then we're also going to pull you some tarot cards. Make sure this is all on the camera. And last but not least, we're going to pull you a Whispers of Love Oracle card to see how your relationship kind of unites. We'll get that little added bonus of, the aspect of unity in a relationship. See if all that's in the camera. Okay, looks like we are good to go. First and foremost, we have our two people over here. So first, one of you is Hawk Spirit and one of you is Cat Spirit. So I think I'll be referring to one as Hawk Spirit and one as Cat Spirit as the personalities. And then based on those personalities, you can just know which one is yours. So first of all, Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. This person is going to be a very spiritual person. And that's one of the reasons your partner likes you, is because that you are in tune with the universe. So if this is you, that's one of the reasons your partner likes you. Cat Spirit, claim your independence, is really important because this is a person who is always setting up boundaries and kind of deciding that they are separate from people or things. They're kind of always backing away out of situations or distancing themselves from situations, never getting too close. And that actually is something that this person, the hawk person, is very attracted to this cat person right over here. So person A and person B. Person A, the super spiritual and almost in tune one, very focused on finding their way spiritually in the world. That's kind of their destiny or their path. And this person over here, their focus is more on the fact of With the Tower card, we see here a little bit of avoidance of disaster. Their focus is on like transformations or world shakeups, but it's more than that. And the reason I'm reading the Tower card like this, I'm reading it that they're a very deep dive type of person. They like to dive deep into their mind and figure out different things. So I see this Sphinx in the background and these almost like this Greek structure back here. I definitely see them as like very focused on like different cultures of the past. Maybe there's someone who like thinks about philosophy a lot, likes to like delve into the way and like how things work and why things work. We see here with the Hermit reversed that this is kind of the reason that they're always trying to get their alone time, right? And this is something you like about them. The fact that like, even though they're like always saying and trying to be alone and trying to get their alone time, in a weird way, they always find themselves in these extroverted social situations, which they kind of want to get out of. So we get this kind of cycle effect right here where the hermit kind of looks at the cat and the cat looks back at the hermit. So they're kind of in this cycle of like getting close to people and then pulling away from them, getting close to people and pulling away from them. Now that may be you or the other person, but if you are person A, that is something that you like about your future spouse. It's going to be something you grow to love with them. With this person, back with the person who's very spiritual, you're a person who has like many ideas, like focused on a lot of like projects or different plans, and you're almost like paralyzed by them. So the person who's guided by spirit, it's almost like spirit's like overly helping you. Like spirit helps you all the time and is kind of always guiding you and always helping you. And you're always thinking of new ideas and plans and stuff. And sometimes it can be paralyzing. But the reason they like this about you is because they're like the deeper diver, right? And they like that they can figure out what kind of plan it's best to go forth with. See, even though spirit is guiding you and giving you those opportunities, you know, and you're in your head kind of daydreaming about all these different things you can do in these lives you can live, this person who's a little bit deeper kind of picks out and zones in on that one thing and finds the best, most efficient way of like moving forward with those opportunities. They also love about you that you do not hold on to pain long, or for this person A does not hold on to pain long. So the interesting thing here is with the Tower, with this person who's very deep, they're always restructuring their inner world, philosophizing, digging into their issues. Their mindset's always shifting and changing. This person over here, the person who's mainly guided by spirit in the universe, is very superficial with their feelings. And superficial might be the wrong word, but just like lighthearted, carefree. They don't let anything really bog them down. They're kind of an unproblematic person. And that's one of the things that like this person likes so much about this person, because I think this person with this Tower energy and the depth and the sea is very weighed down by their emotions and very weighed down by like their issues and their problems and stuff. And this person is so carefree and light. And that's partly because spirit has been helping guide this hawk spirit through the air, through the winds of change and getting them. And even here we see these clouds, right? And there's this kind of symbolism of a hawk flying through a sky and flying through clouds. So, yeah, it's very interesting that we have like clouds and sky over here, and then we have this water sea metaphor over here. You guys are kind of like sky and sea. Okay, so the thing that like both of you like about each other is this: be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Both of you are very real people. You're gonna really say what's on your mind, what you mean, and you're really going to describe it in a way that seems honest and truthful to your partner. And they're not going to call you out for being a liar. That's not going to be what this relationship's going to be about. They're definitely going to be the type that like knows you're speaking from the heart, knows you're genuine. And that goes for both parties. Both people are very genuine in this connection. Both people are very honest in this connection. Yeah, so I think that about covers it. Depending on if you're person A or person B, the other one would be your partner. Anyway, if you like this reading, like or comment below. If you really like the reading, you can subscribe to my channel. I post pickup cards pretty frequently. And with that said, moving on to group 2. Hello, group 2. So first we're going to get you a animal oracle card. This is if you chose the red Jasper. So let's see. I feel like doing a quick shuffle with these cards. Now, just to be clear, one of these will be you and the other one will be your person. So keep that in mind. When one starts to sound like you and you know that's you, then you know the other one's going to be your person. So just to reiterate, this is a reading where we're figuring out what you like about the other person. So I may get derailed and start talking about the relationship itself, but for the most part, these are just going to be the qualities that you really just admire about your significant other, spouse, soulmate, future partner. And last but not least, we are going to get a Whispers of Love Oracle card. And this is to see kind of like what you both like about each other and kind of the cement that bonds the relationship together. What is that thing, the quality that you both share that kind of bonds that cement together, or bonds the cement together, bonds your relationship together? Okay, let me make sure all of these are in the camera. Okay. Already I'm getting a sense just from the Oracle card that you both are going to be very well off, very like financially successful. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So person A is going to be Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. This is going to be someone who is kind of in love with healing and healing themselves. They're going to be someone who is constantly focused on keeping their energy pure, which is kind of ironic because Snake Spirit is also, I focus snakes with like venom and being able to like bite their prey quite, and decapitate their prey quite well. So I see snakes as like coiled up, kind of wrapped up in your own issues, your own personal things. The Snake Spirit, this time to heal and constantly healing and focusing on yourself and rejuvenation and recycling those aspects of yourself that need to like get a fresh perspective. Now, a Snake Spirit, you also are the type that can like paralyze an enemy pretty quickly. So that's Snake Spirit person. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. This person is a go-getter. This person is a fast kind of go-getter. It's interesting because we see with the Snake Spirit and the Chariot in reverse that this person is so much more low energy than this person. This person is more of like more sluggish, more slow, but in kind of a more graceful way. This person they're actually both people in this party are very graceful. So sorry, not to make you sound more graceful than them. You're both very graceful. The difference is that the person who is the like energetic, kind of like more extroverted personality, they're going to be the one who is focused on like doing a lot of stuff in the outer world, and Snake Spirit's more protective of the territory. So Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. This person may be, and there also is like an interesting factor where like the Snake Spirit person is going to be more the predator and this person's more the prey. So that kind of dynamic in a relationship, as far as like this person's going to be more the dominant one and this person's going to be more the like submissive one, even though this person's the one that gets the most done and this person's more of the chill, laid back one. So what we see here is like this person over here is extremely committed, and that's something that the Snake Spirit person loves about the Antelope Spirit person. So person A loves that person B is just super committed. This person will not walk away from their commitments. They are dedicated and they will follow them through to completion no matter what. The other thing too is this person, the thing that's interesting, because this is a card that like shows that someone's disappointed of what they've lost and kind of like looking at what they kind of don't have, but they have already, but they're not looking at it. So this person kind of like likes that this person kind of like, it's cute to them that they kind of like focus on the fact that like things have been lost, that they don't see what's right around the corner, because it's really easy for this snake person to point out to this person B that that like easy to point out like, hey, look, it's just right here, it's right, this is it, like you just look at it this way and boom, you're happy. And they like that this person is so easily influenced by that kind of suggestibility by them that they really like find that a pleasure, right? And I think that like this person who's so energized, I think because it's an antelope And if you think of other energetic predators in the wild, they could, they come into like contact with an antelope, like a lion or something. And basically they like that this person is a little slower to respond to things. But at the same time, the chariot reversed is no like pushover, even though it's reversed. And this snake person will stand up for themselves, and they really love that about the snake person. Also, the snake person is focused on these dual aspects of themselves. That's one thing I noticed with this chariot card is this black and white energy. And this snake person really gets into their dualities of their nature. Like we said earlier with their time to heal and their poisonous side, their venomous side and their kind of like healing side, they're definitely focused on their light side and their dark side. They have both of those blending very well in their personality, just like a yin-yang symbol. So balance is really important to the snake spirit. Antelope spirit sees that in this person A and really admires the fact that they're so balanced all the time. They're so graceful and so balanced and put together. We also see that person B also likes with person A that they kind of like transition to the next stage of life in quite an easy way. It doesn't feel like a chore to them to have to like transition to the next stage of life. They kind of move easily from one stage to the next. They're not so attached to people and places, which is interesting because antelope spirit actually is very committed and very attached. But we see this in two different realms, right? We see this as a cup card and this is a swords card. So their transitions and journeys through life, they admire that snake spirit person is basically almost like carefree or lighthearted about their transitions and journeys through life, especially with things in the mental sphere, the intellectual sphere, things that they're going through in their mind. When their mind starts to change, when this person's going through their healing process and they have to maybe discard a certain part of their mind or do different things with their intellectual abilities, they're really just carefree with it. They don't really get too bogged down by those types of things. This person, antelope spirit, is super emotionally committed. So when you're with your partner and spouse, this person is not one to cheat, and not at all. And that's one of the things that this person likes about this person is their commitment, So this is the thing that made me think you guys were going to be like well off. So this is express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So I definitely see both of you as making money. And I definitely see that as the unifying card that you both really splurge on the other one. And you kind of know what to get the other person like instinctively. Your gift giving is going to be a real bond in your relationship. So when this person buys a gift for this person, they'll be happy and vice versa. So I really see that as a really like pleasant, good thing. You're probably going to get gifts that their person's going to use for a long time thereafter. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, you can like or comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. I really enjoyed reading for you guys, and moving on to group number 3. Okay, group 3, this is if you pick the citrine right over there. In the corner of the screen, we have the beautiful citrine. Anyway, so I'm getting some animal oracle cards for you guys, basically to figure out what like some of the main aspects of why the other one likes the other one. And we'll pull some tarot cards to get some little traits and stuff. That's going for that one for sure. Person needs one more. Also, we're going to have, now this oracle card is going to be the glue that bonds you together. So these whispers of love talk a lot about love in the deck and stuff. So this is going to be kind of like that aspect that really just bonds you. So you have what you admire about each other and what you like about each other. This is going to be the aspect that just bonds you two together like glue. Okay. Okay, so let's get started with what's going on in this group. So first we have bat spirit and armadillo spirit, and those are going to be the main kind of characteristics of each personality. So first with Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. This is the type of person who is definitely leaves the past behind them when they move on to the next part of their life. You know, this is the type of person, and this person likes this about this person, that they kind of when they're it's kind of like they I don't know, it's interesting. The last pile had a snake in it, but I'm seeing this person is more like shedding their skin. And also with Bat Spirit, we have that whole idea of like vampires, right? And like how bats are related to vampires. So I definitely see this person as being very persuasive, like very persuasive and seductive even. Yeah, maybe even a little crafty. Now with Armadillo Spirit over here, we see this person set healthy boundaries. This is a person who definitely decides when they're not going to do things, and they have an incredible balance over their work activities in their life. This is the type of person who has kind of like a hard outer shell and doesn't let that many people in. But the thing is, they're going to let you in for sure. Now, the interesting thing about these two aspects of the people. So this is definitely the more slower moving energy, and this person's not necessarily a fast moving energy. This person, Armadillo Spirit, actually has a moderate amount of energy. So if you're person A, the one thing you're going to like about person B is that their energy levels are pretty balanced. They're not really too energetic or too slow moving. They're kind of like have a moderate level of energy. Now with person A over here, this definitely shows in this rebirth as assured aspect with the Devil card in reverse. So the first thing we know about the Devil is that it can be a very addictive card upright. It can be the kind of card that makes you focus on like something that you can't like get out of your life, but it's easy to drop it, but it's definitely very addictive. It's very how do I put this? It's very like consuming over that person. And this person can kind of be like that with their kind of charisma and their persuasion. But at the same time, this person also likes to break away from those people, and in a way that breaks the spell that they have over those people. So this is a very magical person we see over here. This person's gonna be more of the realistic person, the more down to earth person. This is more of like the get her done type, and this is more of like the spiritual person. Now it's interesting enough because we see Bat Spirit, and we also see this Eight of Wands in reverse. So I definitely see this person as being able to like get out, and we also see like butterflies in this card, and I'm actually noticing that right now, and that to me represents like, and they kind of fly in the same pattern bats fly. So this person definitely is, they can be quick on their feet, but for the most part, they're a slow moving energy. Like they tend to be more of the, so I guess out of the relationship aspect, this person's more slow moving than this person. But for the most part, this person compared to like all people in the universe is very balanced, and you know, all their energy is very like, compared to everyone else is like very 50%, very like middle level. Yeah, so this person B loves all these things about this person A, their persuasive abilities, the fact that they know when they leave things behind, they've done them, they've left them behind for good. This Devil card reverse shows that really strongly, that breaking away point. We also see that this person is, with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it's almost like, I see this person as really liking like heights and air travel, like going in planes or doing things that have to do with like the wind or like feeling the wind about them. But at the same time, they're a little fearful of it. And that's going to be the beautiful thing in the relationship, is this person gets them out of that fear of like heights or fear of, basically I see this person having some kind of a fear, and this person with their, they're so strong and they have all these boundaries, right? They're not really afraid of anyone. And they kind of get you out of this fear. And that's one thing they like about the relationship, that they were able to provide that for you. That's something they really like that they could do for you. Now with Armadillo Spirit, all we have over here, this person's an incredibly hard worker and takes up many, many, many responsibilities. This person is the type of person that can do like 1,000 different things at once and make it look easy. And at the same time, does not complain about it. They're just like kind of going through it and doing it. They also can balance a lot. So not only do they take up a lot of responsibilities, they can also balance these responsibilities quite effectively. And that's one thing that person A really loves about person B. The other thing about person B with the set healthy boundaries, this person will not let someone into his inner circle if he thinks they're going to hurt them. That is one thing that this Armadillo Spirit will not allow. So the thing with this Bat Spirit, the cool thing about that they really admire about Armadillo Spirit is that that when they know they're going to be protected. There's like such a high aspect of protection with this group, with this person B, and they just love that protection aspect. You know, we see here that they are a little fearful. They are a little, not terrified. They're just a little, they're like a bat. If you think of a bat like trembling, like a small kind of like flying rodent creature, they're kind of like trembling and stuff. So they're a little fearful, even though they can be very persuasive and charming, just like a vampire. They definitely, when they come over to Armadillo's spirit, they can finally feel safe in their arms. So this is the other beautiful thing about your relationship. So miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. And that's like the most beautiful part of your relationship. And that's the glue that bonds you together. When you guys are together, you are going to experience so much synchronicity, so many coincidences, so many like beautiful symmetrical things in your life, kind of like serendipitous is the right word, right? You're basically just going to have like very blessed life in the sense that like all these miraculous things are always going to be happening to you. As soon as you get together, it's like both of you, that creates your connection to the universe. That creates, when both of you are together, it's like your guides or the people looking out for you kind of like team up and they're like, okay, let's really give them that good stuff now. Let's really help them out. Like now's the time. Like we got to bless their life. We got to make it good for them. So you kind of have this thing where when you get together, it's going to be crazy good right after you get together. You know, it's going to be like really good for that long. And that's one thing you guys like about each other is it's like beautiful. Each one of you, because you met, bring together that thing with each other. You guys will see if you split apart or be apart for too long, you will start to notice these miracles that happen around you and these blessings that are always happening to you start to fade away. So you definitely, it draws you back in and you want to get back in that relationship to experience that bliss and joy of like basically experiencing the universe. So yeah, if you like that reading, you can like or comment below. If you really like the reading, you can subscribe to my channel. I post pick of cards like this pretty frequently. And with that said, oh yeah, I really enjoyed reading for you guys. Forgot to mention that. This is a really cool pile. This is a really good sign for the commitment when you guys finally get together. And with that said, moving on to pile number 4. Hello, group 4. This is if you picked the moss agate piece right there. So this will be your reading. Let's see. Get you some animal oracle cards. We have some tarot cards. These are going to be the traits. So one side's going to be person A and the other side's going to be person B. And these are going to be some more traits that you guys like about each other that are going to be really attractive to the other one. And last but not least, this card, this Whispers of Love Oracle card, is going to be the glue that like bonds you guys together. So it's going to be the thing that you both like about each other equally. It's going to be the thing that kind of gets amplified in your relationship. It's not just what you like about your partner, it's going to be what you like about the relationship in and of itself. So let me make sure all these cards are in the screen. Okay. Okay, this is a very cute pile. Okay, so let's get into it. So first of all, we have Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful, and we have Groundhog Spirit, Time to Let Go. So a few things with both piles. So Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful is going to be, and because it's such a cute little like small bird, this is going to be a very like cute, energetic personality. The type of person who's always playing games, being playful, teasing people, in a lighthearted way, of course. And just like a really cheerful, pleasant person to be around, you know, always kind of like inventing different things to do at different, like maybe at a party, they're inventing different things to do. Maybe like they're always thinking up activities and things to go on and do and play and all these kinds of things. They're very playful. They might be good with children. Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. This is a person who kind of is a hoarder. Like, that's the thing that I'm getting here, is that they're kind of like the type of person who like holds on to all their belongings, and they kind of, they do let things go, but when they do, it's like a ceremony, right? Like, they kind of always hold on to the things they love in life, and they keep them very cherished to themselves. And they're kind of like almost like a dragon that keeps treasure to themselves. And then when they do let things go, they do let them go, but kind of reluctantly and with an aspect of a ceremony, like a thing of I'm letting this go, and it feels like a experience, like a magical experience. It's kind of this ceremony of letting things go. Now, interestingly enough, what you guys like about each other. So first of all, this person's playfulness is really, really admired by this person. And this person really loves this person's ability to hold on to things and keep what's theirs, It's kind of like if you've ever seen Jasper, the friendly ghost. He's like, can I keep you? That's kind of this person. That's Groundhog Spirit. They want to keep their person. So, with Sandpiper Spirit, the playfulness, Groundhog Spirit also likes that this Sandpiper Spirit person is never controlling, never dominating, never taking the lead, just always kind of playful, and is never bored. We see that really clearly here, is that this person is always accepting opportunities to do something or be somewhere, experience life. This person's very much all about experiencing life. And then we see with the Groundhog Spirit, this is really cute actually, but the Sandpiper Spirit person likes that this person, first and foremost, is a little socially awkward. They think it's cute, they think it's endearing that this person's kind of like, this could be like a typical very nerdy type of guy or girl that maybe doesn't know how to make small talk very well. We also see that this person, the Groundhog Spirit, is very loyal, and they will never cheat. They will never start up a relationship that is like a cheating relationship. They will always be loyal and committed, very solidly to their partner. We also see here with the Three of Cups energy in reverse, this person does not like going out and socializing. They don't like parties. They like to kind of keep to themselves, stay at home. They're very much the good boy or girl that kind of does all their duties and duties responsibly, and kind of sticks to kind of the status quo. But the thing is, Sandpiper really likes that, because if you think about it, this person, Sandpiper Spirit, is kind of all over the place all the time, kind of always doing something, kind of going on an adventure, always accepting an opportunity. This is the never say no person. This is definitely the main, this is the yes person for sure. And this is not necessarily a no person. They just kind of have their habits. I definitely see this aspect of you guys. This is definitely one of the relationships in the piles that you guys are both going to have this independence from each other. This is going to be the kind of situation where this person gets to run off and do what they want whenever they want. And then this person kind of keeps to the home base. But then when you guys come back together and you're at home and you're together with yourselves, you guys create this beautiful symmetry together. And this person, this Groundhog Spirit, really gets to learn. There's going to be a few hardships in the beginning of this relationship with your soulmate or spouse or person, just because this person's gonna has a hard time letting go. But I think they learn with you and your nature that there's a beautiful symmetry that they kind of have to let you go, and then they get you back again. They kind of have to let you go and get you back again. So that's really beautiful. They're not a big partier. What else? I think I've covered most of it. Yeah, I think that's most of this reading. Let's get to your glue. So appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Now, this is a really cool component in your relationship. So you guys are going to have that kind of beautiful relationship where a lot of couples, when they fall in love, sometimes the love fades for really long periods of time, right? Or they maybe just fall out of love and they're just kind of together. They might be soulmates, but they're just still kind of together because they're meant to be together. They don't really have that kind of love anymore. You two will always have that love, and it will always be being renewed. So every once and so often, when you kind of start to lose faith or lose hope or in your partner, you start to think well, I'm not feeling the spark anymore. Right before that happens, right before you even right when you're thinking that feeling, the other person's gonna come in and say or do something that's gonna renew that spark, renew that connection, renew that love. So that's really beautiful that you guys have such a renewing relationship with each other. And we see it's very interesting. It's gonna be very magical because this person's running off on their own and this person's more alone most of the time. But when you guys are together, we see those beautiful moments when you both come together, and there's this beautiful aspect of renewing each other's love every so often. It's like this beautiful, this could even like start out as a long distance relationship and become closer over time. But for the most part, I'm just seeing this renewal as like a beautiful sign that like you guys are the type of couple that keeps love alive. And that is something you both really love about each other. Yeah, so that was it for this reading. If you like the reading, you can like or comment below. If you really like the reading, you can subscribe to my channel. I post more pick a cards. I'll post more pick a cards later. Now, I post more pick a cards pretty frequently. And I loved reading for you guys. It's a really beautiful relationship. I really like this renewing love thing is going to be amazing. I can really see that being really refreshing. And with that said, that's the end of the videos, the end of the pile. So I guess I will see you guys later in the next pick a card. Bye.